Signal Chasers.
Hello Internet and welcome back to Signal Chasers. As you can see from this cinematic shot, we're over the moon. I hopped on over here from the alien moon, and more specifically, once streaming finishes, oh boy, oh it's thinking, okay we're good, I've overshot, but we're pretty close, to Mooner 1, which was our original moon base. So, my main kind of plan here is to stop by that station, which, if I recall, is on the opposite side of the moon from here. Oh boy. Lag again. See, you can't tell what's happening. It may make sense in a moment. Or it didn't. Yeah, when the controls just freeze like that. But, yeah, I figured we'd pop on down here and just see what's left. And if there's nothing, I don't know. I may see if I can build a little, basically just a little LCD stand commemorating the spot. You know, for people watching the series to find, because I know people have been looking, and I think people, I can't remember if anyone's actually said they've found this base, or, you know, found the spot if there's no base there. We may know here in a minute if I get there and there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I guess I could also be scanning a little for, you know, other people. That's something I've not really done as much in this series as I thought I would. Finding, you know, other people and interacting with them, which I've kind of purposefully avoided the interaction to a degree. One, because I'm not very good with people, and two, because people have guns. But it would be nice, especially kind of at this later stage, to, you know, at least see someone's build, maybe if they're not there and it's not defended strictly. Check out, get some more proof that I actually am on a server, aside from, you know, Chad occasionally popping up on the side. It is a little weird to be back here. And, you know, the original launch site of this ship, or more accurately, the launch site of the ship that is inside this ship, because it was essentially just the core, you know, core chunk of stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not seeing much, and that's interesting. That's the hillside. I think that's the hillside that got blown up. Yeah, there's not much left. Whew. Wow, I'm much bigger than I was then. I barely fit in this little valley. Let's see if we can lock down without blowing up anything too important. There we go. Yeah, so nothing is left, and that is something that happens on servers, so voxel gets reset. It's interesting that it gets reset different. I can't remember if I've talked about it or not. I do believe that this sort of, the crater and the solar panel disappearing. The solar panel disappearing, I actually do know what happened. And if I've talked about this before and don't remember, that's happening now, again. But the solar panel, so I think they're both connected in that the solar panel was hitting things and causing server lag. With the way it moved and the clearances it had in tracking the sun, I think it initially was hitting this, cliffside here and causing issue. And then later on, it was hitting the base itself and causing issue. So it likely required admins to come through, at least for the stone. I think an admin came through and voxel handed away this crater so that the thing had clearance, because they don't want to destroy your grid, but they also can't have it lagging the server. So I think that's where the crater came from. The solar panel disappearing, that happened because of me. So I came on, I saw the solar panel like clanging against the base, and I realized, oh, that's a problem, and so I was going to fix it. My plan was essentially to, I can't remember exactly now what was going on. Yeah, I was either going to raise it up a little bit so it had clearance, and I was going to use the miner to do it, or I don't know. But what ended up happening, I ground the block that was sort of holding it. There was one block in between the turret controller and the rotor. I ground that block out, and then there was a server connection issue. I don't know if I crashed the server or if it just, it just so happened to coincide. But I think it kicked me out fully of the server. I had to join back in. And when I joined back in, because those two grids were doing weird things and because the solar panel was separate, and I guess it was still no, I think it was at night, so it was unpowered. I came back in and the solar panel had been deleted. It got trash cleaned up. So that's what happened there. My little coming clean, because that episode just aired today, showing it disappear. I feel like I mentioned it somewhere at some point that it was, that it wasn't quite how I framed it in the episode. But just a little bit of background. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I'm going to put a marker here. Just, for something for someone to find. Ooh. I was just flying around with the jetpack building stuff. I've been in space so long I forgot that I'm using up fuel. Should be able to pop open the top here and fix this. What's the piston called for that? That periscope piston. Do I have a hydrogen? Oh, I don't have a hydrogen bottle. Should probably... let's see if I can get back on board. I'll deal with that later. This is the trouble of this design. I don't really have a convenient standing spot at my doors. But that worked. Visit the medical bay that I rarely ever visit because I've not really run out of stuff. Oh. While I'm here, I should also... I can do that. Think from the ground? Ish. I can do it like this. I need to mine some stone because I need gravel for the reactor components. Go ahead and drop that. Start pistoning. We'll get some of that while we're here. Oh, and actually, this gives me convenient ground level, thingy. Oh, it's building those now. Build those later. Got more pressing matters. This may have just enough clearance. Yeah. Just arc the hinge itself up. That's probably going to be enough gravel. Here marks the original site of Mooner 1, where Red S Games began his adventure and the keel of his ship, the Signal Chaser, was laid. Though the original base is lost to time, its memory lives on in our hearts and our YouTube histories. I think that's a pretty touching memorial. Explains what this place is and, well, was, because there's not much is left. Yeah. Now... Okay, it is recharging in the sun. How much juice does this take? 60 watts. This will probably be here for eternity. Or at least until it gets deleted. Okay. We can retract that. Turn off this old drill. Now let's head for that station and see if we can buy some more zone chips. Though I think this one also was one of the shipyards had zone chips, so I think this one is a shipyard, but that shouldn't matter. Also, we have much more thrust here because the ion engines actually work. So that's lovely. Goodbye, Mooner 1. You will always be in our hearts. And now, anyone who's, bored and out looking around can find it. Okay, we're frozen again. Oh. I was just loading in that beacon, I guess. Hate when it does that. Let's see if we can... Yeah. Select that. Begin our deceleration. Maybe let ourselves decelerate a little bit more. Granted, I guess it doesn't really matter whether I do it here or there. Alright. Oh, nope, there you are. Oh. There you are, and I saw red. Let's just... Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. My periscope was already out. Someone here? It's hard to tell. I do think I remember... I mean, Gravwell, too. I think I remember there being someone... like, napping in one of these. That may have been this one. The maneuvers we have to do. Using my, well, using the arrow keys versus the mouse. Because it gives you a little bit more turning authority. Oh, yep. There is someone here. Interesting. Guess, well, we'll just hop out. This is free trade area. Probably. Ah. Oh, yeah. Got a little hopper ship. That's neat. That's not the way in. Let's go ahead and do our business quick, because The concern here is they could... Okay, I can see my ship from here. They could try and use that to nudge me out of the safe zone to where they can, you know, steal stuff. I'd like them not to. Okay. Looks like they don't have zone chips here. No. Well, we can, Am I waving? No. Oh, well. E.E. Pomus, thank you for not attacking, even though we're in a safe zone. I bid you farewell. Suppose I could have chatted, but it's kind of cumbersome to use the chat. You have to, like, dash W to whisper to somebody. And I guess I could chat in the public chat, but yeah, it just seems rude. Alright. Let's vector back towards Mars. Do I want... I could go for stations around Icy Ball. I could just go straight home. Maybe I head back to the uranium jump point. Head for there and then get myself some uranium. Jump point uraniums. Select. Back to the thing I need. Because I know I'm going to need some. I'm already out, so I might as well get it now. Oops, I forgot to do the foldy thingy. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, that's that MAS guy. Mace. They were talking about if his station was open. If I'm right, I think the EWC gunslinger is the NG fella. So I guess these are all kind of my neighbors. People who are already here where I'm going to be setting up shop. Oh no, downside here I just realized, because I am in gravity, which means I'm having to keep myself in the air. I'm going to have to... It'll be tricky to try and use this tail drill to get the uranium. I was figuring, you know, it was going to be tricky anyway, but I figured at least in open space, it's not... You don't have to worry about what way you're pointing. And I should be high enough that I still won't, but it'll be something to consider. Now, I can't remember if this was a surface uranium or if it was in... I feel like I had to drill into this one. Hopefully I can actually reach it. Though maybe it's just on the surface. May actually, just to get a better perspective on what's going on here, I think I'm gonna hop out. So, okay, so that's uranium. Here is the real uranium marker. So it looks like either I didn't make the marker, you know, right at the spot, or it got reset at some point. So we'll just make a quick one that says drill here. This seems to be the closest spot. And then the trick is going to be I have to back myself up with the drill in that spot. In fact, maybe, just to make this process a little easier, I may just build a drill on here. Or, not a drill, a camera. It already has a drill. And if I do, yeah, one of these top-mounted deals. That should give me a good view of where I am. Now my controls will be inverted, of course, which is less handy. But at the very least, I'll be able to, look straight down the drill and see what I'm actually pointed at. I guess another benefit of this orientation is, that was wrong. Maybe the only benefit in this orientation is that because of my, copious amount of boosting thrust, I now have a copious amount of braking thrust. I'm actually flying like this. I'm beginning to wonder if I should have made the ship reversed. Like a backwards triangle. That could have been a compelling shape. I think I want pistons. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to extend the drill piston and the port piston that had the connector previously. So that'll get me the most depth. In truth, I may not need that. And now, if I drill on view from the drill camera, yeah, things are weird and inverted, but I should be able to just go right in. This feels real weird because I'm in a tunnel and I know my ship is too big for this tunnel. Am I at the uranium yet? My marker is off, so it's hard to tell, and at this point I need to not turn because I can't turn. Oh, I am getting uranium ore. Okay. So I think I am there. Just make sure, yeah, I'm not at risk of filling myself. Yeah, I'm in the middle of the uranium right now. Oh, in fact, there's the marker for this deposit floating by the camera. Because even though the distance is from the seat, well, I guess in reality, my camera is like 65 meters behind. Drill is still getting uranium. I can still go back further. This is a very weird way to drill. I'm kind of constantly checking, because once this starts pulling stone again, I know I'm through the deposit. And I don't know... Oh, nope, there was stone. Little bit of uranium. Alright. Now, this is the tricky part. Extracting without doing damage. I seem to have done it. Alright. How much uranium did we actually get? So, 2K uranium. Oh, there's 15K in the refinery. I can't remember the ratio. It's not incredible, but I think that'll do for now. Now let's get back. Figure out roughly what straight out of Gravwell is, which I think is this way. Yeah, this will work. Okay, once we're out of gravity, we can jump back home. I think... It's hard to judge how long I've actually been recording useful content. Yeah, we'll probably jump home and maybe get started on the interior design. Yeah, so I think I will... Oh, I'm above the thing, not below it. I'll adjust my course is what I'll do. But, yeah, I think if I design out the interior here, maybe next time I finish it off, get everything built. Ooh, next episode, maybe the finale of this. I don't know for sure if I will, well, how I'm gonna do that. Kind of start advertising. It'd be nice to have some people show up. I may just, you know, kick the safe zone on, get everything going. Maybe I just start it, have it broadcasting, and then come back in a bit and see if it's still there. Because that is the, I guess the downside with the discrepancy between when these are being recorded and published is that at this stage I can't really have the, you know, it will be months before you, the viewer, see this, and months after the grand opening. So, you know, for all I know, it'll be gone by then. So, that down there is fine. Let's... I guess first I need to patch up these holes. And maybe these pipes as well. Ooh, before I weld up these reactors, just because I don't want them going yet, we'll turn them off. That way they don't pull the uranium. Alright. So that's everything. Maybe... just drop those in there. Get everything in this except for the, zone chips. There we go. So that's everything under here kind of built. Maybe I go ahead and turn that oxygen tank on as well. Oh, never mind, they're both full. I already had that idea. So for interior, I think maybe first let's do some tables. And the benefit, because I have the too high ceiling, is I can fill kind of all this area. I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna get lights in here. Yeah, that works. So there are 4 sort of dining tables. Back here, of course, is going to be sort of the kitchen and production area. Let's do... yeah, what all do I need? I probably should have a battery on board. Could maybe have a battery up here. Like in here, so it's kind of accessible. I'm thinking... yeah, maybe here and here have bathrooms. Because then I can have doors there. Well, it's not great having the toilets open straight into the, dining area. Maybe I do push these back one. I mean, I probably only need one space toilet. So, actually, if I do it like there, maybe here. Okay, space toilet there. Door there. And then I'll have this sort of privacy, privacy screen. Maybe all the way to there. Yeah, because then you can walk through. Heck, I could even have two if I wanted. I think maybe we won't. Oh boy. We are hopping all over the place at the moment. Yeah. So I think the reason I won't is because I can use some of this space for technical blocks, because I'm gonna want probably stuff to control both airlocks, but at least this airlock. Yeah, so some of that equipment can go in there. So okay, that gives us sort of our corner wall. Got our seating area there. I think next is the bar.
Energy critical.
Oh, I need some power for it. So the second entry airlock door will go there. Got our airlock doors here. Bar. Uh, hmm. I'd love to keep this, but it is in the way now. So, we'll kind of have, in proper diner fashion, just a long row of bar going along. And then kind of seats all along it. You know, for people who don't want a table. And then I'm kind of thinking... Ooh, you know what? Maybe these 4 blocks go. Because we now have those inset LCDs, I should be able to make a sort of, light up disco floor here that's, sort of flush and convenient. Yeah, so we'll have our dance floor here. We naturally will need a jukebox to go with it. Yeah, so you got a little dance area. There's sort of walkways so the dancers don't actually accidentally bump up against the diners. You've got, room to walk in, go get a table if you don't want to hop on the dance floor. Ooh, looking pretty good so far. And what I can do is sort of have an enclosed area back here with the kitchen. So we can have that there. Then maybe just half wall blocks around. And then one of these to make the corner. Yeah, so there's room for the, I guess, bartender to kind of go along. Then you go back in here, there's plenty of kitchen room. And I can put some, some other control-y type stuff in here. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And I think the first thing to build, here should be good. I'm gonna put a cargo container kind of in this wall. Uh, hmm. Maybe in this wall. Yeah. Just because it seems odd to be able to see the cargo container from there. And we'll need to get rid of this. And I can run the pipe. Yeah, that'll work. So if I do a T there, I can have a corner this, because this part up here is going to be, flat. That keeps air tightness. Then I can have a corner in there. And a cargo container there. So this will all be kind of airtight, usable, and this gives me quick and easy cargo access to build the rest of it, because trying to jankily do this around the connector there is a pain in the butt. Uh-oh. Am I out of iron? Yep. Well. Okay. I could go and mine some iron. But it's been a long episode already, and I don't want to. So, I think looking over this wireframe mess that will be an interior, that's what we're going to call it for today's episode. So yeah, a lot of progress. Well, I guess a lot of progress. We did a lot. We traveled a fair distance today, so that's pretty good. And there may be some traveling later, but I think we're in the final stretch of getting this stuff built, ready, and coming to the end. So, thank you everybody so much for watching, as the sun glitches into existence. Look, day. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to become a member if you want to support the channel. And until next week, bye-bye.